You see your cat sleeping all over the house and think, oh, they're just being a cat, sleeping anywhere. But what if every single nap position is actually a message about how they feel about you? One night they're a tight little ball at your feet. The next they're draped across your chest like a furry scarf. And sometimes they just flop on their back, belly to the sky, like they own the entire house. Cat owners like you scroll past cute sleeping photos every day without realizing that these poses are powerful clues about trust, love, and how safe your cat truly feels in your home. In this video, we are going to break down 7 cat sleeping positions that quietly prove your cat secretly loves you and a few that people constantly get wrong. Let's start with the strongest, most undeniable sign of affection, when your cat sleeps directly on you. I'm talking on your chest, your stomach, your legs, or even your head. Cat behavior guides explain that cats choose to sleep on their favorite person for 3 main reasons: warmth, scent, and security. Your body is basically their personal heated mattress, and a very safe one at that. A cat will absolutely not sink into a deep, vulnerable sleep on top of someone they don't trust, especially over your vital organs like your chest or stomach, where they can literally feel your heartbeat and breathing. So when your cat chooses your body instead of a comfy bed or the plush couch, that's not them being clingy, that's them saying, you are my safe place. Second, let's look at the classic crescent curl, what I like to call the croissant position, especially when they do it pressed right up against you. Many sources on cat sleeping positions note that when a cat curls into a loose ball, with their spine curved and their tail wrapped around their body, they're comfortably relaxed but are still protecting their vital organs. It's a naturally secure position. But when they choose to do this right up against your side, your hip, or your back, they're combining that natural instinct with social trust. They want the security of the curl, but also the comfort of your presence. If your cat forms a soft C shape touching some part of your body and stays that way for a long time, they've decided you re part of their safe sleeping environment, not a threat they need to keep a distance from. Third is the famous loaf position, paws tucked neatly under their body, tail wrapped close, looking like a fluffy loaf of bread. This one is special when they loaf near you and actually drift into real sleep, not just a quick rest. Experts point out that loafing usually means a cat is relaxed and comfortable, but still ready to wake up if needed. They aren't fully guarded, but they aren't completely sprawled out either. When you see a cat loafing with their eyes slowly closing, doing those slow blinks with their ears in a neutral position, especially if they reach with an arm's reach of you, it shows they trust the environment and don't feel the need to hide or stay hyper alert. A true sleepy loaf right beside you, where their head starts to sink and their breathing deepens, is like a quiet vote of confidence in you and your home. Now, here's a thought. Most people wait for really dramatic signs, like a cat suddenly jumping into their lap out of nowhere, to believe their cat loves them. But cats are incredibly subtle creatures. The real I love you moments are often happening at 3 in the morning, when you half asleep and don't even notice they chose your pillow over the entire rest of the house. Fourth on our list is the full side sleep. This is when they're stretched out on their side, legs extended, with their back lightly touching you or leaning against your legs. Behavior articles explain that side sleeping with limbs out and the belly partially exposed is a high trust posture. The cat is relaxed enough to let their muscles go soft and leave their vital organs more open because they just don't expect any sudden danger. When they choose to do this pressed against you on the couch, in bed, or even on the floor, it is a sign they see you as part of the safe wall they can lean on. A lot of owners misread this as just a comfy position, but in cat language, flopping sideways and dozing off right next to you is a huge display of trust. Fifth, we have one of the most misread positions of all, the belly up pose. You know this one: your cat is lying on their back, stomach completely exposed, paws dangling in the air. Guides on cat trust signs and sleeping behavior all emphasize that showing the belly is a massive sign of vulnerability. In the wild, cats would almost never expose their soft underside unless they felt completely and utterly safe. So when your cat chooses to sleep like this out in the open, especially near you or in the middle of a room, they are broadcasting a clear message. I'm confident here. I don't think anything, including you, is going to attack me. Now, this isn't always an invitation for a belly rub. Many cats actually hate that, but as a sleeping position, it's a massive trust flex. 6, pay close attention to where they sleep in relation to you at night. Do they sleep on your pillow, by your head, or consistently on your side of the bed? Resources explaining why cats sleep on or near their people clarify that cats often choose locations that combine security, warmth, and a bonded scent. Sleeping near your head keeps them close to your smell and your breathing, without as much risk of you rolling over on them as there would be on your torso. So many cats pick that spot when they feel especially connected to you. If your cat could be anywhere else in the house but repeatedly chooses your pillow, your chest, or your side of the bed, that's not a random choice, that's attachment. 7th, there's the guard cat or doorway sleep. This is when your cat sleeps in a spot where they can see you and the rest of the room, like in the bedroom doorway or at the foot of the bed facing out. Sources on trust and bonding note that some cats naturally take on a low-key watch role. They position themselves so they can monitor both you and any potential threats coming from hallways or other doors. When they pick a sleep spot that lets them keep an eye on the environment while still being close to you, they're treating you as part of their social group, almost like they're on soft duty while you rest. It's a mix of self-preservation and social bonding, a way of saying, we're in this den together. Of course, context always matters. A sleeping position that shows love in one situation might mean something else in another. For example, a cat curling up in a very tight ball in a cold room might be more about staying warm than expressing emotion. And a cat that's hiding to sleep under furniture could be signaling stress or even illness, not love. Behavior experts recommend looking at the full picture. Is your cat relaxed, breathing steadily, and choosing spots near you even when they have other options? That pattern is what really proves affection, not just one single pose. And hey, if your cat doesn't currently sleep on you or right beside you, that does not mean they don't care. Some cats show love by choosing spots that are within sight, but not on top of you, like at the end of the bed, on a nearby chair, or on top of a dresser facing you. They might just prefer a little personal space while still anchoring their sleep near your presence and scent. Over time, as they feel more secure, many cats will slowly move closer from the far corner of the room, to the chair, to the foot of the bed, and eventually to closer snuggles. You can gently encourage more loving sleep positions without forcing anything. Try to make your bed or your favorite sofa spot the most comfortable place in the room, with soft blankets, a safe temperature, and no sudden disturbances. Use positive associations. Offer calm petting and quiet time in that area in the evening. You could even place a blanket or an item that smells like you where you do like them to rest. Just avoid dragging them into position or holding them in place. Let them choose to stay or leave on their own. When they do pick a closer sleeping spot, reward them with soft words or gentle slow blinks instead of intense attention that might push them away. Also, it's really important to keep an eye out for sleep changes that could signal a problem. If a cat who always slept on your chest suddenly starts sleeping alone in another room, or a cat that used to sprawl belly up is now suddenly hiding to sleep, that could indicate pain, stress, or illness. Veterinary and behavior sources highlight that shifts in sleep location, posture, or the amount of sleep can be early red flags. Loving your cat means appreciating all the cute positions, but it also means noticing when those positions change in a worrying way. The more you learn to read your cat's sleeping body language, the more you will realize something powerful. Your cat has probably been telling you, "I love you," for months or even years. You just didn't know the vocabulary. Every time they choose your lap over the windowsill, your chest over the scratching post, or your pillow over their own bed, they're casting a quiet vote in your favor. Remember, your cat doesn't send text messages or write love notes. They speak in positions and places and in tiny daily choices. If this video helped you finally decode what those cute sleeping poses really mean, tap the like button and share it with another cat parent who thinks their cat is just being lazy. Comment below and tell me which sleeping position your cat does the most and where they choose to sleep at night. And if you want more science-based tips on how to stop missing the secret ways your cat shows love and build an even deeper bond, hit subscribe to Cat Psychology and turn on the bell so you never miss a new episode.